Welcome back. We have the jewelry box here, and you know that's one of my favorite subjects is jewelry, and we have Christine and Jack here. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us again, and I know you have brought some lovely items, but before we get into that, award-winning. Nice. Well, tell me about it.
Well, for our 9th straight year, we have been voted best in Orange County, best jewelry store in Orange County, and we really feel it's because of our customers. Of course, they're the ones that vote for us, but we feel like because we have such a great team of ladies that really like waiting on the customers and helping them, you know, make their selections and calling them and just, you know, really old-fashioned customer service.
Okay.
And we're just very honored that we have been elected for the 9 years and hope to continue it. And did I leave something out?
Well, obviously, you know, you have customer service, but you also have a great selection of a variety of different things.
True.
So let's talk a little bit about, you know, not necessarily the history of the jewelry box, but what is your overall mission?
Well, I would say we are here to buy your jewelry from the customers. We are not a traditional jewelry store.
Right.
We look for jewelry that people bring in to sell, and that's what is in our showcases. And most people don't even realize that our jewelry is pre-owned because it looks so nice.
Oh, I know. I mean, some of your pieces, that ring doesn't look anything like, I mean,
Yeah,
not that I would necessarily know the difference, but, you know, this ring is incredible. It's very shiny and it's beautiful and it looks, like you said, brand new. It's just beautiful. But, you know, while we're on the ring, just tell me a little bit about it.
Well, it's a ring that we bought from a customer, and what we do is, you know, not everything will make it into our showcases. Some of the things we do have to dispose of. But if it's something we feel like we have a client for, then we have our jewelers refurbish it, polish it up, and put it into the showcase.
Okay.
So we're always on the lookout and always on the hunt for items that we feel we can resell.
Okay.
So the customer gets money for what they're bringing in, and then we're able to give our clients a very fair deal on a piece of jewelry where they're not paying top retail dollar.
Right.
We can sell it for a lot less than you would find it in a jewelry store.
Right.
And the other thing is that you see these are items you won't find in just a traditional jewelry store.
Well, would you say that many of your items are vintage or just kind of across the board?
We're not an estate store per se, although we do have a number of estate pieces. It's more about being pre-owned. Just to take this ladies' Rolex watch as an example, if you were to go and buy this new today, it's in the $4,500 to $5,000 category.
Okay.
This watch is $1998.
Wow.
And again, we keep a very small percentage of what we buy.
Right.
But that watch is then refurbished by our master watchmaker, polished.
Okay.
And we guarantee it for a year, just the way Rolex would if you bought it new.
Right. Wow, you
But
do.
there is a savings, you know, that is often 50% or more over the price of the new version, same watch.
Well, many of the watches that have the brand names, especially Rolex, do keep their value, correct?
Oh, those do.
Right. And then we also have the man's watch here. What? Tell me about that one.
That's called an Oyster Perpetual. It has the date on it. That particular lady's does not, but the man's does.
Right.
It's also, that's a Jubilee.
Yeah,
It's called a Jubilee band, which is an upgraded Rolex bracelet that goes on that watch, and the fluted bezel. So very popular, classic. You can find one that's probably 40 years old that doesn't look much different from that one because they don't change their styles dramatically over the years. And that's what makes it a classic watch, and the demand is still very high for Rolex.
Still there. Isn't that great? I mean, that's great. What would you say you're kind of looking for now? Anything in particular?
Well, we look for we look for everything and anything, honestly, because people come in with boxes of treasure. Very often it's moms or grandmas.
Sure.
And we go through. Christine is, we say she makes Sophie's choice. Because she'll go through everything that we've purchased and she'll pick out the items that she feels can work in our showcase. And then the other items that we are not going to put in our store, we have channels to wholesale those to other jewelers around the country who might be interested in the styles that don't work for us. but do work for them.
Oh, that's great.
So that's one advantage of selling to us over others, is that we don't just take everything we buy and throw it in the furnace.
Right.
Because if we can polish that item up, refurbish it, and resell it, then we can pay the customer more for the item they're selling us to begin with.
Now, speaking of taking in items, you don't just take jewelry. I mean, you take sterling silver sets and some other things. Tell me about
We did
that.
a lot of that, particularly from the village.
Okay.
Yes, we
Because-
do the, oh, yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
We do sterling silver, flatware, and yes, what he was referring to is we do see a lot of people from the village. They have the sterling flatware, the trays, and the tea services, and their kids don't want this.
Is that a shame? Do you think we should be carrying it on, or what? I mean, I'm just as much guilty as the other.
We all are. Nobody wants to polish that. Nobody has places to store that
Right.
in these days, and we just don't entertain like our parents
Right.
did.
Right.
So it's unfortunate. Some of the patterns we do have a venue to where they don't get melted. There are certain patterns that people overseas like this.
Okay.
So some of it doesn't get melted, but we're always looking for that. We buy coins, American coins, silver and gold coins.
Okay.
We just had a couple from the village that came in last night and sold us several gold coins.
Wow.
So,
and then do you resell the gold coins, or do you send those off to somewhere else?
We keep a few in the store. Sometimes people like them for gifts, for special occasions, for kids that are graduating or grandkids.
Right.
So we keep a few, and
Okay.
the rest we move out, because that's not our main thing.
Exactly.
But we also do a lot besides the flatware. We do candelabra
Okay.
and candy dishes and all kinds. As long as it's sterling silver,
Right.
we will purchase it.
So what if there was other things that were maybe solid gold, but not necessarily, I mean, like you said, the coins, but what if there were other things that were solid gold and not necessarily a jewelry item? Would you take those too?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
As long as it's the real thing.
Okay.
We will buy
And it doesn't matter the carat, right? Like 10
Right.
carat,
Right.
18 carat.
Right.
Okay.
Doesn't matter
And
the
we
carat.
I always tell people, if they're not sure, bring it in.
Okay.
Especially, we'll have people that are getting ready to have a garage sale.
Okay.
And they'll say, I'm just going to throw this in the garage sale. Well, bring it in first and let us,
Okay.
tell you what you have, because a lot of times they don't know
Oh,
that
that's
it is
nice.
silver.
Right.
So if you're not sure, we don't mind testing it for you. Bring it
Okay.
in. We'll take a look. We'll let you know what you have, and then you can make a decision if you want to sell it or not.
Okay.
We really don't pressure you
Okay.
to sell.
That's good.
Sometimes people aren't ready. They haven't released that emotional attachment that they have to it. So we have to be careful about that.
Well, even for jewelry too. I mean, I've got my mother's stuff, and I'm like, well, I'm not ready to do anything with it yet. So it's kind of like you said, emotional attachment. So, all right. Well, you have a special going on right now.
We do.
These gorgeous earrings here. Tell me a little bit about what your special is.
Well, these are a 1 carat total weight, so that's a half a carat diamond in each ear.
Wow.
And we set these up. These are all diamonds that we had in our store.
Okay.
And our jeweler sat there and set up 19 pair of them. We have a few
Wow.
left. We had these as a special for Black Friday, but we still have a few left. And they normally retail for around $19.98.
Right.
But until they're sold, they're $998.
Wow.
For 1 carat total weight.
I think that would look good in my ear.
They look good under the tree, too.
Yes,
Yeah, oh, I
yes.
think so. Okay, whoever wants to get those for me.
Yes. Every girl needs a stud.
That. Okay, you said that. I didn't. You're hysterical. All right, so you see on our screen there we have the 1 carat total weight diamond stud earrings, $998, and your phone number is 855-9778. And if they want to get in touch with you or see what you have in stock, they can go on your website, right?
Yes.
Open every day till Christmas.
Every day till Christmas. So you
Yes.
guys are going to be busy. Very busy. Well, thank you so much for the information. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. And remember, you can always find their information on and anything we've talked about here today on their website. And we'll be right back, and I'll be taking this all home.